Hello? Yes, I did it again. Servus. Servus. Good evening. Yes, you might have noticed I'm a little bit, once again. Can you see me and can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? We're reaching YouTube. Good evening. Oh, we're reaching Facebook as well. Can you see me and can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Do tell. I promised myself, let me find out if you can see. You can see me. You can see me. You can hear me. Can you see me? Sounds good. Okay. Good evening. Okay, right. Here's the story. I promised myself I would just watch the first half of Newcastle v Tottenham, but Tottenham were losing 2-0 into the second half, and I had to watch. This computer's on its way out. This little nasty computer here, yes. The one that I use for the messaging. Oh, would you bugger off, man? Right, just give us a second, folks. We're on. It's happening. The show's coming. Right. Good evening. Just turned on. Okay. Mark Robinson. Good evening. Okay. Yes, so I promised myself I would only watch the first half of Newcastle v Tottenham, but I kind of got carried away, and Newcastle beat Tottenham 2-1. Okay, so once again, I've just told you the score, Stuart. Right. Okay, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Right, okay, satisfied, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, first song is called The Master of Chaos, and it's a one that I can kind of relax on, as usual. Let's get the first song in, and then we'll see how it goes. We'll have a little chat. I'll talk about the Les Paul setup after this first number, because it's interesting. Yes, that's Jim Drummond on the drums, ladies and gentlemen, and the great George Panos on the bass. And I think I played the keyboards on it. Aha. Good evening, everybody. Duncan Mitchell. Yes, we are fourth place. Yes, we are fourth place. Let's not get too excited, but I am excited. Rax FX, good evening, sir. Justo Leon Galan. Dennis Tuna. Thank you very much, Dennis Turner. Attila Kuskura, evening, Paul and all. Okay, Billy Hutchinson. The setup of the Les Paul. Let's talk about the Les Paul. Somebody asked me about the setup of the Les Paul. Okay, they are NYXL strings, gauge 10 to 46 from D'Addario. They are overwound over the back of the bridge because I like a little. Oh no, yes, the 10 to 46. Like the overwound, gives a little bit more springiness. Got Lola Eldorado pickups in. Extremely nice pickups, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely nice pickups. And everything's up and running. So, okay, you can see me and you can hear me okay now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make an announcement and then I'm going to move on with the music. And just let me make this one announcement. And I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to make a big song and dance of it. But what I'm going to say is that, please, wherever you are in the world, should never judge a nation by its politicians, okay? If we judge a nation's population by its politicians, we're making a big mistake. Please don't judge me by the politicians of this country, because I'll tell you what, I didn't vote for them. I've never voted for them, and I never will vote for them. And so their fucking disaster has nothing to do with me whatsoever. So please don't judge me, okay? I love you all. I love you all. I love you all, ladies and gentlemen. This one's called 10. Written for a single coil, but hey, let's see where it goes. Already done that one. Already done that one, silly bugger. Something like that, maybe. Something like that. Duncan Mitchell. My current setup. I'm using Amplitude 5. Okay, I'm using Amplitude 5. This MIDI mixer here, I can adjust the distortion, I can adjust the delay, I can adjust the speed of the delay. Here, let's go through it. Okay. So if I turn the echo all the way up. Used to be called echo when we were kids. Now it's called delay. And I can slow it down like this. See? I never have it that slow. Something like that. I can adjust the amount of reverb. There's no reverb. Let's take that delay back. More reverb. I can lengthen the reverb. So I can make it super long and super atmospheric. I've also got a tremolo effect there. Which I occasionally use. And then I've got a little bit of overdrive. Or massive overdrive. Okay. And then here I've got 3 keyboard sounds. So I can play a bit of Moog here. And I've got a synth pad. Got a sustain pedal. And I've got a piano. I haven't practiced me bark on the piano for a long time. So sometimes I do these little impromptu things. Let's do a little impromptu thing, shall we? So that's kind of what I've got. And I've got 3 cameras. I'm using a software called vMix here, which is absolutely superb. I mean, you can use OBS. OBS is nice, but this is better. This is better, but it costs. You like that? Okay, Duncan, like it. Great, thank you very much. Yes, Amplitude is running as a plugin in Ableton, and on this thing here, I can start the tracks, like I can mix the tracks. I'll tell you what I'll do. Since you've asked, I mean, you know, we'll come back to the music in a moment. Of course, we could come back to the music in the moment, but you see, right? Okay, you can see here. So these faders here, I can mix. That's the backing tracks. That's the guitar. That's the second guitar. That's my microphone. I can turn that up and down there. These are the keyboards, so you know, piano. And these lights here that you can see here, you can't really see them because you can't get on top, but these are the tracks, okay? And we've done 2 tracks. So we're going to do the 3rd track. So I press the 3rd button. That's how it works. And then we restart the playlist and we'll go back to that camera. So there's 3 cameras, okay? And I've basically got a playlist for the cameras, exactly the same as your MP3 playlists or your CD playlists, your MP3 playlists. And it's on a loop. And all of the things where you've got the pictures in set and all of that, I designed all of that. And so let's get on with the music. I hope that was interesting. What does it say on my shirt? The Republic of Heaton. Heaton's where I come from. It's a district of Newcastle upon Tyne. And it was a birthday present. Do I pick the names of the songs out of a hat? No, I set them up before the show starts. And I have these titles. So these titles are in order on the laptop with these graphics that I designed. These graphics along the bottom here that I designed. That's the album that it's from there, you see. So you can buy the album. You can buy the album if you email me at paul@paulrose.co.uk. Yes, I've still got the camera. And so the backing tracks are in the same order as the titles. So when I press 3, I know that I'm going to be playing Keep It Simple Stupid. This is another original that I wrote called Keep It Simple Stupid. And it's a bluesy kind of thing. And it goes a bit like this here. Now, thank you very much. Now, that track, you see, that track, Keep It Simple, Stupid, I'm very influenced by 1970s music, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you like that. Thank you very much. I'm very glad you like that one. I'm very influenced by 1970s music, especially the soundtrack to the Hammer House of Horror films of that genre. And there was a film called Psychomania, and it was about a motorcycle gang who all committed suicide and came back from the dead and terrorized shopping centres, people with prams and things like that. With these, and it's an atrocious film, and it's so long and it's so bad and it goes nowhere, but I absolutely love it, right? But the guy who played the butler in the film saw the roughs of the film and he went home and committed suicide. It was so bad. It's a fucking wonderful film. I absolutely love it. Attila, I'm glad you liked it. Billy Hutchins. It was easy, people. When will the website be finished? Soon, anytime soon. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's with a friend of mine who does me websites, and it's definitely on its way. What's number 4? Truant. Okay. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. This next one's called Truant. It's got me brother playing drums. What's the name of the film again? Psychomania. And I think it's on YouTube in its entirety, because it isn't worth a penny, other than an era, a time capsule of reincarnated demon motorcyclists who've committed suicide running around shopping centres, upsetting prams and things like that. It's fucking I mean, I just think they're the best films ever made. Okay, and what did I say this one was called? Number 4. Truant. It's my brother playing drums. This is another original one. Going to be doing a few cover versions next, but first we're going to do Truant. And for those of you who live outside of the United Kingdom, a truant is somebody who refuses to go to school. Because they've got better things to do with their time. Like play with guitars. It's only the second time I've played that one. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's only the second time I've played that one. You had to move to the studio to listen on the big speakers. That's what I like to hear. Skip to them. Yeah. Okay, that was number 4, wasn't it? How deep is your love? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back to the 1970s. Before, you could make a film called Carry On Conservatives, couldn't you? You could have Sid James, and the rest of them. Hattie Jakes could play Boris Johnson, and Sid James could play, I don't know. Carry On Conservatives. The endless stupidity and you promised yourself you wouldn't do it, Paul. You promised yourself you wouldn't do it. How deep is your love? Yes. This is my... Okay, can I just run through a couple of little bits of business here? Have you liked and have you subscribed? Now, if you haven't liked or if you haven't subscribed, that's all right. That's all right, as long as you keep coming back. But the thing is if you haven't liked or you haven't subscribed, things might be happening on the channel that you aren't aware of. And I would hate you to miss anything, because I'm working on stuff, I'll tell you. We're working on stuff, ladies and gentlemen, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be demoing stuff, amps, a few little pedals. I got some lovely software from a company called Acoustica Audio, who make the best compressors and reverbs and EQs I've ever heard, and I'm going to be doing some live demos of that. Maybe not live, but I'll be doing some nice demos of that. And I got a couple of Fender Hot Rod Deluxes revalved and recapped, and I'm going to be putting a stereo amplitude delay pedal through the two of them with 2 SM57 mics on them, and we're going to be sitting here and we're going to be listening to that, and that's going to be fun. That's going to be great fun. That might be a live one, actually. IK Multimedia sent me that pedal and asked me to do a demo. I haven't had that, but I want to, rather than just, I'll do it through the amplifier, and nice bit of compression. It'll sound lovely. Telecaster, and all kinds of things. Fret King guitars, vintage guitars, Lola pickups, you name it. You name it. It's all about the music here. And I'm mixing the Band of Friends album as well, which is on the home straight. I've recorded and engineered and produced most of it, and now I'm mixing it with the rest of the band. Charles Hart Rees Jacob Rees-Mogg. Hello from Austria. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And now, it goes without saying that they don't write them like this anymore. And this is my friend Paul Wilson playing piano. And it goes like, what does it go like? It goes like this. Now, yeah, composers, yeah, the Gibb brothers. I'll tell you what. Look, I'm going to tell you what, right? Somebody sent me a video of a 10-year-old kid playing the guitar behind his head the other day, right? Come back when you can write a song like that. I mean, you know, I used to try and be the smart ass of the street, you know. And it gets you some attention for a little while, but the real power is in the composition. That's my feeling anyway. But what do I know? I just sit here playing a guitar every Sunday night. I hope you're all having a nice time, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a Patreon page. Can you see that there? Paul Rose Music. www.patreon.com/Paul Rose Music with the P and the R and the M in capitals. Why not think of this as like an online busking session? If you were walking down the street and you heard me playing the guitar like this, would you throw £100 in the bucket? Would you throw £5 in the bucket? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I don't wish to sound angry or bitter, but I am, so that's how it comes over. That's a Bill Hicks one, that. I don't wish to sound nasty or evil, but I am, so that's how it comes across. Love Bill Hicks. Okay, Rax FX. Enjoy the Formula 1 there, sir. What's next? Left Bank 2. For all of the kids who grew up in the 1970s, you're going to know this one. That's my brother playing drums, Paul Wilson playing piano, and me playing bass. You can send the artwork, yes, send in your artwork, but you won't get it back. You won't be getting it back. The gallery on Vision On, correct. Absolutely correct, 100%. Yeah. I've got so many ideas. So many ideas. It's beggars belief, really. Okay, Misty. Play Misty for me, ladies and gentlemen. Play Misty for me. Interesting. Yeah, baby. Yes, that is a tune. Yeah. Yeah. What's number 7? Mistake. Maybe we won't do that one tonight. Maybe we'll go straight on to I Only Have Eyes for You. Okay. Okay, who wants to hear Killing Me Softly? That is beautiful. Yes, it is, Mr. Hines. Absolutely. I didn't write it. I didn't write it. I'm not bitter. Should we play The Fly by U2? I didn't write that either, apparently. You got this. Yeah, I remember coming up with that in Gateshead, sending it to Island Records. Okay, play what you want. I'm not taking flat. Yeah. Okay, let me have a little go at this. Okay, let's wind that one up there. Yes, it's fair enough. Yes, there's an outro on that I changed my mind. Roberta Flack, indeed. Yes. You know, folks, I just love the tunes. You know, I love the music. I love the tunes, and I love the era. Don't worry, I'm not going to play any more of those kind of tunes except for one, and then I'm going to get back to the heavy rock blues stuff. But I just fancied, it's been, you know, with what's been going on in the news down in London, you know, I just fancied playing some tunes, you know. Yeah, Nick Branson, thank you very much. $2.99 a month to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know, you'll be welcome. Or, you know, if you want, don't forget, I have a Patreon page, Paul Rose Music. Patreon.com/Paul Rose Music. PRM, or the capital letters in there. Also, you know, I've got a Bandcamp page. I'm going to take a risk and press that button. Yes, it worked. Okay, so there's my Bandcamp page, right? So everything that you've heard, basically, is available on Bandcamp that I'm playing tonight. But if you want to buy any of my albums, of which there are about 15, okay, more, I think now, I've lost track, email me, okay, and you'll get them for a little bit cheaper than you'll get them on Bandcamp, and I won't have to pay Bandcamp. Why pay the middleman? You can buy them directly from me, okay. So there's like Slide Away, Homework, Note to Self, Half Alive, Learning Curve, Promises, 10, The Best of Paul Rose. Note to Self, did I say Note to Self? It's like the conveyor belt in it. Double Life, White Mountain Road, Covers Night. Oh, there's loads of them. All lovely, lovely albums. Light is an album I called Light. Rab Bundrick playing organ from The Who and piano. Ted McKenna playing drums. Randy Brecker playing trumpet. It's all there, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is email me, paul@paulrose.co.uk, and we can organise how you get these albums through an email. You have them in seconds, and you can have them blasting on your iPhone or in your studio or wherever you want. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I think I'll skip that one, actually. I think we've had enough of the oldies. Let's get rocking, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we get rocking? I think we should. you go. Shall we have one more? You know, ladies and gentlemen, let me just, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we, hang on a second, stop the playlist, you see. And we'll have a little trip. Let's go on a little trip, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with you in a second. I'm going to select another track. That didn't last very long, did it? Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, I have a PayPal page. I have a Patreon page, and I have a PayPal page, and I have a Bandcamp page, and I think we're going to do a one called Contric. And let me just say, thank you very much to everybody who supports me here week after week after week. And I know a lot of you drop a couple of quid in the hat here and there. And I got to tell you, I'm very grateful for that, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't have to do that, but you still do. Some people have helped me out in other ways that haven't been seen online. Not everybody wants to talk about their charitable contributions to the artist who sits here week after week for no money. But, you know, I appreciate everything that you do. You know who you are, ladies and gentlemen. And Justo Leon Gillan is particularly fond of a track called Contric. And the reason Contric is called Contric is because it's Richard Newman and Melvin Gabatas and myself jamming in the studio, and it lasted 14 minutes, this jam, and I managed to edit it down in Cubase to a mere 5.5. And so it's called Contric because it sounds like it was written. None of the riffs, none of the parts were written. It was just us jamming as hard as we could in the studio down near Oxford with Rich Newman, who's fucking great. So let's go. Yes. That ending there, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, when we finished this, when we finished that track, Ted lifted the sticks up to end it. 2, 3, and he hit the mics overhead. And if you listen, it's on a vinyl. It's on a vinyl called White Mountain Road, which you can buy. You can buy from me, ladies and gentlemen. You can buy it from me. All you gotta do is send me an email, and we talk about shipping and cost. Or you can buy it on MP3. It features Randy Brecker on trumpet also. But Ted hit the overhead mics with his sticks, and that's us laughing at the end of it. But it was the first take. We were doing the session. And I said, let's do a blues. And we did a blues. And that was the blues when I said, let's do a blues. And I'll tell you what else I've got here as well from exactly the same session. Probably, do you want one more? Do you want one more? No, you don't want one more. Let's do that one next week. So anyway, stay in touch, ladies and gentlemen. Send me an email. Please send me an email. Don't send me an email if you're going to talk fucking crackers. But, you know, everybody's welcome to say hello. I'll say hello to everybody who's pleasant. So, okay, Paul Rose Music. www.patreon.com/Paul Rose Music. If you want. You know, I'm not here for money, I'm here for music, but we all need a little bit of money, ladies and gentlemen. And have you liked and have you subscribed? Have you liked and subscribed, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you've liked and subscribed, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, right. Was there anything else I was going to talk about this evening? I'll stop the playlist so that the camera stays on that camera there, so I can look straight into your faces, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am a crackpot. I was headmistress at my school, suggested to my mother that I went to special school for learning difficulties for children who weren't right. I was just bored to fucking tears, that's all. But anyway, more. Guy says he wants more. If 5 people say more, you're going to get more. So I'm going to tread water here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 people say more, they're going to get more. 432, 100%, 432 hertz. It's the one Mozart used, apparently. More, there's 1, 2. Oh, we just need 3 more, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get Big Ted back on the drums. There's 3, 2 more. It's a bit like the Tottenham-Newcastle game. Yeah, whoa. Right, okay. This is a song that I wrote with Paul McCartney some years ago. Yeah. That's a joke, of course. Nothing to do with you two. It's a different thing altogether. Okay. Here we go. Ted McKenna on drums, Kenny Hutchison on bass. Somebody moving a tambourine there. I think that was probably Ted. And I played the Fender Rhodes keyboard on that. So, folks, there you go. That's the end for tonight. I love music, ladies and gentlemen. I love music. It's a rich, deep pool of food for the spirit and the soul and the mind. And I love sitting here playing for you, ladies and gentlemen. And I love doner kebabs. And I want to go and get a doner kebab, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody sticks 10 quid in the hat, I'll go and get myself a doner kebab, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely no doubt about it. Okay. Oh, no, hang on a second. I'll tell you what I gotta do. Ladies and gentlemen. There was a button out of place here, and I'm going to fix it now while you're here. No, don't go away. Don't go away. It's the shed outro. Shed outro. Decimal. Start playlist. And that should be it. So if I press that button, it should end the show. Should I press it? See what happens. If it ends the show, there's no coming back. Didn't work, you see. Why has that stopped working? You see, all this stuff I go through, ladies and gentlemen, to make this show look so slick and professional, and then I flush it all down the toilet by behaving like this at the end, like a big, spoilt kid. Yeah? So hang on a second, there must be another. There must be a duplication of that function. There must be a duplication of that function, ladies and gentlemen. Shed outro. Unless I've deleted the shed outro file. If I've deleted the shed outro file, then we're right up the Swanee, ladies and gentlemen. Right up the bloody Swanee, I'll tell you. I'm going to see if I can find the shed outro, ladies and gentlemen. You'll thank us for it in the long run, because there it is. There it is. Okay, folks. This might be the end. No, see, he's come back again. Okay, thanks very much, folks. Good night.